Alright, so this is hopefully just going to be a short video on my 1 through 99 Slayer tab. Now this is a pretty thorough tab in the sense that I did not sell or get rid of anything in this tab, but I also did not try extremely hard to pick things up, bank them, and come back. I didn't do any of that. I collected what I could on the task and kept going just for the experience. I also did do a lot of alchs on a few of these tasks, so this is what remains. Starting out, we have 47 dark totems. I did get about 51 of these during 99 Slayer. I did use about 3 or 4 right when they first came out, first Katizo, just to test it out. So I got a few more than this, but again about 51, so a pretty good number of those. Then I did collect 57,000 Chaos runes. These are just the runes between 94 and 99 Mage, as before 94 Mage I was bursting and using all of the runes that I collected. After this we have our Snapdragon seeds, 166 of these, 45 Renars, 29 Torstals, and just random seeds I collected when I had the chance to. Only one of note would probably be the Toadflax, almost 900k on its own. One magic seed, 429 rune square shields. These are just the rune square shields I did not alch. Again, I did alch a lot of these on neck reel tasks. Got rune medium helms, rune axes, rune full helms, quite a few rune daggers, rune chain bodies, rune kite shields. The rune swords, these are from Wilderness Black Demon tasks. I did do Wilderness Black Demons all the way up until about 98 Slayer, as they are about 55,000 Slayer experience an hour doing them, cannoning them in the Wilderness. Unfortunately, some people have made videos recently on them killing people doing Black Demons in the Wilderness. Unfortunately, on my last task before I blocked Black Demons, I got killed about 4 times, came back, only had about 25 Black Demons left to kill on the task, didn't kill a single one, got PK'd again, so I immediately blocked the task at that point. Hopefully though I will be able to go back to Black Demons after I max, as I do plan on returning to Slayer. Hopefully by then it has quieted down, and I'm able to do them again because they are quite enjoyable for me and they're a good task. We got rune boots, rune warhammers, the rune scimitars. These are from fire giants before Zaya update, when they were efficient to do. So now if you did 1 through 99 Slayer, you probably would not receive many of these, if any at all, because you would only do a few fire giant tasks before moving on to bursting and blocking fire giants or skipping them, whatever you do. Rune battle axes, rune 2H's from dark beasts, rune maces, don't really know where these came from, rune spears, rune crossbow U's. All of the rune bolts are from dust devils. Random javelins, knives, bars, darts, arrows. 38 granite shields, 1 dragon medium helm, 4 dragon spears, 70 dragon daggers, mist, dust, lava battle staves. Then we have the mystic air staffs, quite a big one, about 5.6 mil just right there. Mystic earth staves, regular battle staves, earth battle staves, regular air battle staves, fire battle staves, mystic water staves. And we have all of the insold heads. These are worth a bit of money, again worth picking up when you have the inventory space. Loop half keys and tooth half keys, and then the crystal keys. I only got these crystal keys when I put together the tooth and loop halves, so when I got a task that I received both on, I would put them together if I remembered to or needed the space, so not very often. 1700 laws, 18,000 soul runes. Now these soul runes, there's almost 20,000 of them, which is a lot, as I did use some of them for blood barrages, but they're not worth all too much. But again, it's stackable, easy to pick up. Dust runes, nature runes, adamant bars, mithril bars, every Slayer's favorite item, ball of wool, 11,000 of those, sharks, raw sharks, iron ore, adamant bolts, magic logs, wyverns. I did do wyvern tasks. These are not efficient, but when you only receive about 12 of them at a time and you have expeditious bracelets, I do them for points sometimes. 427 baby dragon bones, worth picking up. You kill both of the black dragons before the first one spawns, so might as well. And again, they are a little over 1k each, so a nice little bit of profit there just from picking those up. These dragon bones, not all or not many of these are actually from Slayer, so I will be separating them out, but about 200 of them are from Slayer, just from random dragon tasks I had to do when I didn't have points again, and then some early levels at black or blue dragons just for some profit. The battle stabs, again, not many of these, only about 230 of them are actually from Slayer. The rest are just dailies, so I will be separating those out before selling them, obviously. And then we have all of our herbs, Hernar, Avento, Quarm, Antidime, just all the random stuff, again, worth picking up when you do have space. The blue dragon hide, again, I did do one blue dragon task, I believe, when I was lower Slayer. I don't know why I didn't do them at baby blue dragons, but I kept the hides anyways. Again, you probably wouldn't do them though. Adamant ore, we have runite ore, just the randoms, iron bars, windings of Zamorak. I did do one Kraken task, that's where most of these come from. I only did about 30 kills or so, just when I first unlocked Krakens, or the level 4 Krakens, just to test it out. Not efficient, don't do them. Caskets, I was going to, or was planning on, at the beginning of this, to pick up all of the caskets just as a fun thing to see how many I got, but they really do fill up your inventory way too quickly and not worth picking up. But I did keep the ones I picked up before I stopped anyways, just to again have a complete tab. The desert goat horns, just from minions of however you say the word. Curved bones, long bones, dragon stones, D-hide, sapphires, random stuff again, empowered orbs, snakeskin boots, dragonstone rings, shield left half. And we have all the fun ones, 3 dark mystic bottoms, 2 dark bows, from 93.99 obviously, 10 occult necklaces, 4 abyssal whips, and 1 eternal gem, my only noteworthy drop from superiors. I mean, obviously there's only a couple, I'd say the eternal gem and then the imbued heart, but it's still cool that I got one from 99. I don't really know the drop rate, but I'll pull out my Slayer ring just to go over the log, and then you can see as well how many superiors I killed, 1 through 99, and to get this 1 eternal gem. Starting out, just a bunch of random stuff. Again, I believe the log tracks even when you're not on Slayer tasks, so many of these probably were not from Slayer tasks, just randomly killing the monsters when running around the game doing whatever needs to be done, tasks, quests, and all that. 1 fever spider. I don't even know what a fever spider is, so I have no idea where that came from, but the first noteworthy thing on here is probably going to be the blood velds, 8,300 of those. Again, I did not do many blood velds as they're not really efficient. When you get a low task and you need points, you might want to do them with expeditious bracelets like I did. So that's where most of those came from. I did do a lot before Zaya update as well when they were efficient. 12,000 dust devils. This is my favorite task by far. I don't exactly know why, but I really enjoy dust devils. Over 60k Slayer experience now when you start doing them efficiently, and when you get a large task with slaughter bracelets, you can stay there for quite a while. So it is very nice and has decent drops. They almost, well, I should test it out before I start talking about it, but I believe they almost cover the cost of the bursts themselves. 8,500 neck reels. I'm not a huge fan without an alt pulling them for you, but they are a decent task. I don't recommend extending them unless you have an alt that is going to pull them for you, but still worth doing. Nonetheless, Abyssal Demons before Zaya update, really, and then of course we did try and burst them when Zaya first came out. They were alright, but not good enough to do. 5,200 Smoke Devils. This should be my favorite task because it's the best task in the game, but I enjoy Dust Devils a lot more for whatever reason. And then I did kill 167 superior creatures during 1 through 99 Slayer. So, again, I don't really know the drop rate of Eternal or Imbued Hearts, but I'd say that's probably pretty fair that I only got one. I would expect it to probably be like a 1 in 124 or something like that. Obviously, I can look it up later, but now, instead of going to the Grand Exchange, like most people, I am actually going to alch everything that is worth alching. So, I will be back as soon as I'm done doing that. Probably going to do some agility or hunter with it. So I'm just about to start alching all of these again. I'm going to alch everything that is worth or worth more than the cost of the nature rune to alch, as I was going to do agility anyways. I'm probably going to end up switching over to hunter, as I don't really know how I'm supposed to alch these effectively without losing agility experience. I'm sure I'll figure it out, and I'm sure it's not really too complicated. I'm guessing though you can only get a few alchs in during the lap that are actually efficient to do. As you can see right here, I wouldn't have any time to alch between there. I may be able to alch at least one time, probably maybe twice there, and then I probably couldn't alch before jumping off of here, and you can't alch wall on this, so I'll figure it out, and again I'll be back as soon as I am done alching all these. Again, I'm probably going to switch over to hunter, as I know you can alch before and after you pick up a box without losing any ticks. Of course, not counting the fact that I'm not going to be 3-ticking them, which is what I should be doing, but I'm lazy and that sounds terrible. So I'm not going to be 3-ticking them, so alching while just picking up the traps regularly does not lose any time. Alright, so I just finished up alching everything that was worth alching, again besides a few items, but these ones are actually worth more to sell on the Grand Exchange, or are too close to make it worth alching them. I did end up switching over to hunter, as you can see here. I did eventually get the agility down, but you could only do about 4 or 5 alchs without losing any agility experience during the lap, so it was going to take quite a while, and agility is something I really want to save to be more of an AFK skill. Not exactly AFK, because you do have to click every few seconds, but once you have done it for 20-30 minutes, you get the hang of clicking basically without looking at the screen, especially when you do it in full screen. You don't even have to move your screen around to be able to click all of the places you need to. So I ended up getting about 52 mil just from the alchs, and that is an extreme amount of money. I did not expect to get that much just from the alchs. So that was a pleasant surprise. Not extremely surprising though, just because again the Dust Devils and Necreel tasks really add an extreme amount of rune items to your Slayer tab or your bank when killing them, so that's a plus from doing those, and obviously they're really good experience, but do still cost quite a bit on the supplies. I'd say I'd love to do more testing to see exactly how much they cost to burst or barrage. Maybe I'll do that later on, but yep, 52 mil. Now we're gonna go sell everything else. Alrighty, so I have sold just about everything at this point. Obviously nothing left in the Slayer tab. I do have a few items I wanted to hold off on selling to put these in. Now I do still have some balls of wool and dust runes selling, but in the case that they take a long time to sell, I have pulled out platinum tokens for the amount that these are worth, or the remaining amount that what I have left to sell is worth, just in case they don't sell for quite some time. I can just add those into the price checker and not wait an extreme amount of time before finishing this. So I'm going to buy one of every item and then sell them for that price or a little bit under the price, as all of these items can fluctuate quite a bit during the day, so I don't want to, sell something for less than it's and well, that's a good proof to my point. I just bought an occult necklace for about 470k. That is not what they're worth, and that is not what I'm going to sell the remainder of these for. I'm not too sure why they're like that right now, but we're just gonna move on to the whips, and we'll check back on those occult necklaces later. Again, just going to buy one of each of these and sell the rest for that price, or a little bit under the price, again, to make as much profit as possible. And on items like these, you're going to sell them. It's not something to worry about. Now, this Eternal Gem I'm not 100% on, but I'm going to do the same thing just in case, because I can imagine that this is an item that would have quite a difference in price between the buy and sell, since they aren't traded extremely often. But I'll be back as soon as all of these sell. Alright, so everything has sold, including the balls of wool and dust runes. That occult necklace I bought for 470k. Again, I told you this is not what they are worth. I don't know why I bought for that price, and I should have bought more if they were selling at that price, because I stuck them in at med price over the course of a few hours, and they sold. So I ended up making about 200k just off of that occult necklace. Again, should have bought more, but I was just focused on selling everything. So I'm going to bank this occult necklace, as I will need one anyways, and I'm just going to add that 467k back in platinum tokens, as that amount of money was from my Slayer tab, selling things off of the Slayer tab. So that'll go back in, and then we're going to collect all this, and 72 mil. That is very decent, and again, that is just the amount from selling all of the items that were left. I still have that amount of money I got from the alchs, so this is turning out a lot more profitable, or I shouldn't say profitable. Again, I spent quite a bit more money on getting 99 Slayer than the amount I'm getting back, but it's still nice to see such a large chunk of change coming back at the end of this. So let's price check everything. 127 mil. Again, that is quite a bit more than I expected this tab to be worth. It's not super surprising, as again, quite a lot of this was done after barraging, and again, Dust Devils and Necreals and Smoke Devils as well add quite a bit of money to your tab with rune items, so not extremely surprising, but that is very nice. Now, I hope this was a pretty accurate tab to see for 1 through 99 Slayer. I believe that if you did 1 through 99 Slayer, you should be expecting this amount, if not more. So I believe it's pretty accurate. The Dark Totems I'm probably going to save. I do plan on going back to Slayer again, so I think I'm going to save up around 100 of these and then just use them all. Maybe make a video out of that, but for now, I think this is pretty much everything. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Again, I hope it's a pretty accurate representation of what a 1 through 99 Slayer tab should look like, and good luck everyone on 99 Slayer.